Oh, yeah. I'm still alive. I don't know. This isn't going to last long, though. I'll tell you that. Hello, my friends. Good morning. Oh, hang on. I have to do a thing. 1 second. Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to, at least for this week, our last look at Megafortress. It is really hard not to say Megaforce. I keep wanting to say Megaforce. That is not this. This is actually good. Poor Megaforce. Could have been so great, but just wasn't. But yeah, today we're going to try some campaign play. Now, morning, David. Last Megaforce. God damn it. So I remembered something yesterday. Remember, hang on. Do you remember yesterday we tried the Fly of the Old Dog campaign? And there's only the one mission. I think the game expects you to play the Flight of the Old Dog mission, like right after you've read the book. So like you read the book, then you play the Fly of the Old Dog campaign. Because it was referencing stuff that I hadn't read the book in like 30 years. It's a great book, but it's one of those books you read it once and you feel like you're done with it. I think maybe I've read it twice, but like it's still been decades since I read it. Oh, thank you, David. Oh yes. So I use a service called Restream.io to stream to multiple places like YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and one of the places I could stream is LinkedIn. But the thing is, to stream on LinkedIn, you need your page needs 150 followers. So, if y'all could go to find Space Game Junkie on LinkedIn and give it a follow, so I could start streaming there, that'd be fun. I just like being able to stream as many places as possible, so people have options. I'm not trying to do this full time anymore, so I don't need to be an affiliate or anything. But yeah, so I remember that when I did the Flight of the Old Dog campaign back in the day, I had just read the book. Like I finished the book and then just jumped into that. So it makes sense that the game would want you to have read the book. Thank you, Spaz. Before doing this campaign, because it references stuff directly from the book. But since I haven't read the book in a very long time, it's a good book, by the way. If you like a good Cold War techno thriller, it's quite a good book. We're going to do some of the other campaigns today. We're going to start with the Persian Gulf. Probably do a little bit of Iran as well. Now, the game came with these 3 campaigns, if I remember correctly. It came with the training campaign, the Persian Gulf, and the Fly of the Old Dog campaign. And then the game's one and only expansion, which I guess it did well enough for an expansion, added Iran and Libya. Oh, the Libyans! Remember when that was a going concern? Isn't that where Iron Eagle took place? Wasn't that Libya? Can anyone help me remember that? Like, isn't that where the kid with the stolen F-16 bombed? Was it Libya back in the day? I think it was. I don't really remember because I haven't seen Iron Eagle in a long time. Side note, I was talking about Iron Eagle the other day. I think it was on Twitter or Facebook. And, I think the person either hadn't seen the movie in a long time or had never seen it. And he was like, there are so many problems with this Iron Eagle movie. I'm like, yeah, like I loved it as a kid, but now it's like Iron Eagle 2 should have been all the congressional hearings that stupid kid had to go through after stealing an F-16 and bombing a sovereign nation. That's what Iron Eagle 2 should have been. Was the criminal proceedings that kid had to face. I would have watched Iron Eagle 2 if it was that kid having to having to face the consequences for the stupid first movie. But no, they made like four more Iron Eagle movies, and they were even everyone got progressively. I only watched two and three, but they just got worse as they went. David, have you not seen the cinematic tour de force that is Iron Eagle? It's one of those. It's one of those '80s movies that was clearly written by a 12-year-old, like Megaforce. And let me see. I think that might be it. Hang on. Get out of this window. Um, yeah, it's it. 1986. Yeah, 86. Same year as Top Gun. Oh God, no! It's if you want a really, it's a terrible movie. If you think if you turn on your brain for 3 seconds, it's a terrible movie. But if you turn your brain completely off, it's kind of entertaining. But it's so bad. And then you're watching this movie. It's like, how is this like kid? The guy in the movie is supposed to be a kid. He's like clearly in his 20s, but he's supposed to be a teenager. And yeah, his father gets kidnapped by some by some people, by some Middle Eastern people. Um, and he goes to rescue his father in an F-16 with two seats. Which I don't know how many F-16s with two seats there were, but I don't think there were many. But yeah, it's such a terrible movie, and you're watching this movie and you're like, he's committing war crimes right now. This kid is committing war crimes right now. So yeah, the second Iron Eagle movie should have been him in front of a congressional committee explaining how the hell he stole an F-16 and what he can do to repair the damage he's done to this sovereign nation. Oh God, there were four Iron Eagle movies. Are you serious? I only thought there were three, but apparently there are four. Oh God. Yeah, and Louis Gossett Jr. is in all of them. Poor Louis Gossett Jr. I know we're on a tangent here, but just go with me. Poor Louis Gossett Jr. Such a good actor. Had just like just one of those careers that went. Such a shame. Such a great actor. Um, God, that movie was terrible. Anyway, yeah, if you really want to see a terrible mid '80s American circle jerk, that's even more of an America circle jerk than Top Gun, go watch Iron Eagle because goddamn, goddamn that movie. All right, back to Fortress. Jesus. Oh God. If I had time, I would dig up an emulator and that old Megaforce game, and 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 show you that real quick. It was a terrible. It was a side-scrolling shooter where you're shooting things on the flying motorcycle. It's terrible. All right, sorry that was a crazy ass tangent. I apologize. All right, we're gonna try the Persian Gulf. Try. Emphasis on try. First strike. First objective in Iraq. The major fighter facility that poses. All right. Hang on 1 second, please. Ah, that button's supposed to mute the mic and it didn't. I have to. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, sorry about that. It's supposed to mute the mic and then unmute the mic, and something got broken along the way, but yeah, there it goes. It's working now. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is probably our refueling point right here. Here's our initial point. This is where we're going to do all the bombings and then fly out and land. Hopefully. So these campaigns have a lot of missions. There's a lot of gameplay here if you care to seek this game out. There is a lot. There's a lot of gameplay here. A ton of gameplay here. So let's do this one. All right, so let's see what we've got. We've got some air missiles. Got one of those things. Laser guided bombs. Sidewinders. And anti-radar rockets. Quite the mix. More bombs. Quite the mix of ordnance here. Quite the mix. Okay. All right. Well, we can change this if we want, but I'm just going to keep it, as is. Okay. Let's see. Done. All right. So, laps. Actually going to be flying over enemy territory. Ooh, okay. I hope I remember how to do mid-air refueling, because in all these missions you do some mid-air refueling. In all of them. Let's go. Whoa, whoa. Shut up. Go, stop. No, it's not turning off this time. Usually I can click it and turn it off. Okay. Okay. Now. All right. So eventually we're gonna get dinged by the So no tanker yet. Hi JTC 10 120 880. I'll just call you Jay. We were just talking about that. Yeah. Back in the day when I played this, I did read the novel, and then I played the Flight of the Old Dog campaign right after reading the novel. We ran into that yesterday because I tried loading the Fly of the Old Dog campaign, and I was like Gandalf, like, I have no memory of this place. So yeah, I think the game, we were saying, expects you to have read the novel and then play the campaign. So back in the day when this all came out, I did read the novel and then I played the entirety of the. It's one of the few campaigns I finished, and I will tell you that last mission when you fly into Russia and everything, oh, nail biter. But yeah, the book is really good. The book is very good. All right, so let's see. Hang on a second. We're gonna bump bump. Okay, so we have to find. Okay, we don't no tanker yet apparently. Wait, what is the waypoint? Hang on. What is the waypoint? Okay, let's go to turn off the tack then. We got to go to 10,000 feet, so let's go to 10,000 feet. That's probably where the tanker's going to be anyway. Morning, Thorsten. Yeah, hey, Vector. JTC, I've read several of those books in the Flight of the Old Dog series. There's like 20 of them. I didn't know that. I got up to like book 4 or 5, and then I just kind of petered out. But yeah, he's still writing the books in that series that started with Flight of the Old Dog. Apparently, he's still writing those books. Who'da thunk? Okay. Yeah, apparently the last book was a few years ago. Just 2 or 3 years ago. And yeah, it's all, I mean, I think the character from the Flight of the Old Dog, I think he passed away. The character passed away. And I think it's his son now, I think, in the books. Because I was looking that up the last time I played this. But, okay, so we're flying to 10,000 feet. Sorry. We're flying to 10,000 feet. Still no tanker on radar. Oh, wait. I should turn the lights off, huh? Yeah, let's fly over Iraq with our lights on. Great. But yeah, I read those books back in the day. I was a big yeah. I don't even think I got that far, but I think I know what you're talking about. But yeah, I don't know. I think I know what you're talking about when I looked up the series last time. Very, very long. I mean, it's great that he's still writing. You know, it's great that he's still. It's great that he's still writing. Good on him. And we're gonna have to refuel at some point. Now let's all right. Okay, so we are slowly climbing. Very slowly climbing to yeah, so if you guys do decide to seek this game out, and you should, it's definitely a very impressive game. There really is no other game like this one. There's no other game that puts you in the seats of a modern. No, they still use B-52s, don't they? Yeah, the B-52 is still around. There's no other game that really puts you into the seats of a modern bomber like this one. Hang on. Okay, keep going up. You need to be at 10,000 feet, my friend. Yeah, I know it's doing the beepy thing. That was the low altitude thing, because we just flew over some mountains. Well, I mean, those are more like tornado style bombers, right? Not like a big giant. I'm talking about a strategic bomber, not a tactical bomber, right? Yeah, those are more tactical bombers like Tornado, not strategic bombers like this is the only game I know of where you're flying a big old strategic bomber like this bad boy, you know, or mostly letting the autopilot fly it. Because yeah, the point of this game is not to fly. The point of this game is to manage waypoints, early warning, like electronic warfare, and shoot things. This is where you spend most of your time in this game once you're in the air. You really don't spend a lot of time here. You barely spend any time here. At least I hope you don't spend any time here. If you spend more time here, things are not going great. And then you could spend time here. The external view of this game totally blew me away. Like, oh my god, like, wow, I could see the plane and everything. Look at that. Not a lot of games had an external view back in 1991. David, to answer your question, Air Power Battle for the Skies is an early Rowan flight sim that also has strategic elements. It takes place in a fictional universe in which you're like flying for an empire, flying for like a fiction. It kind of has. It looks like it has. It looks like it has shades of Crimson Skies in it, but it also has a strategy element too, I believe. I'd never heard of it until I was looking through these old sims, and I'm like, what? And I love Rowan. I love Rowan because, you know, Fighting Core Gold and Mig Alley and Battle for Britain. I love Rowan, and I had never heard of Air Power, which is shocking because when I was young, I spent so much time in video game stores. So much time in video game stores. And I'm wondering if it really wasn't maybe widely available in America. So maybe that's why I never knew about it. Yeah, the B-7, I mean, you did have the B-17 games as well, but there were more of those World War II strategic bomber games than there were, like, Cold War, you know, games like this. So, yeah, games like this were not very common. They still aren't, really. It's a shame I can't click on any of these things. But at least this kind of tells me how close I am to my targets, I guess. Were they common back in the early 90s and late 80s? I don't remember. I remember them becoming more common like in the years after this one, like with Falcon 3 and whatnot. And yeah, Air Power is like one of the later games. Yeah, Air Power is one of the later games of the era I'm going to be covering. Because Tiny Combat Arena has really inspired me to dive back into this era of late 80s, early 90s flight sims. Because it was such a wonderful era for flight sims back then. You had great things like this. And Chuck Yeager's Air Combat, and of course Falcon, and Fly the Intruder, and so many just great and unique flight sims. And Tiny Combat Arena really, and Tornado, and Tiny Combat Arena really inspired me to revisit that era. Not only detailed and highly accessible, but unique in their settings, and unique in the planes they covered, and whatnot. I too loved both Chuck Yeager games, Thorsten. Yeah, absolutely. I played the hell out of Air Trainer, the first one, Air Trainer, the Air Advanced Combat Trainer. Is that what it is? Was it Advanced Combat Trainer? I think it was Chuck Yeager's Advanced Air, but there was really no combat. It was just flying around. But that game had an SR-71 in it, like one of the only games that had an SR-71. I played so much of that SR-71, and then there was Chuck Yeager's Air Combat a few years later, which I'm trying to track down a copy of, because I don't want to stream a game unless I have a legal copy of it. We're gonna do Aces. We're gonna do the Aces games a little later. There's a list. If you go to spacegamejunkie.com, there's a list of the games we're going to be covering over the next several months. Aces over the Pacific, Aces over Europe, Tornado, Fly the Intruder. Oh, wait, I have them. I have most of them right here. Air Power, Secret Weapons of the Luftwaffe. I think A-10 Cuba. Yes. Fly the Intruder. Gunship 2000. Of course, the Aces games. Super VGA Harrier we're going to do. Tornado, of course. TFX, one of the later games of the time. Evasive Action, which I never played, but apparently is pretty good. SU-27, we're going to revisit. So, yeah, we're going to cover, this game. We're going to cover this area between, 1988 and 1995. So kind of this early pre-3D acceleration era of flight sims, where you had all these very unique different flight sims that probably wouldn't be made today because they're not realistic enough or whatever. But yeah, we're going to do an F-19, I believe we're going to do. And I'm trying to remember. We're going to do 20 sims. We're going all the way through August. We're going to do Navy Strike, I believe is one of the ones we're going to do. So yeah, we're going all through August doing this. I'm actually very excited about it. Because when you feel inspired, if you can follow that inspiration, you should do the thing that you're inspired to do. And so that game, Tiny Combat Arena, really inspired me to revisit this early pre-3D acceleration era of flight sims. And I'm having a blast. I'm having an absolute blast visiting these old sims. Megafortress is amazing. I'm looking forward to Air Power next week. Gunship 2000 is going to be great. Secret Weapons of the Luftwaffe is going to be fantastic. There's going to be so many great games that we're going to visit, and I'm very excited about it. Because I love these old sims. I love them. I love these old... A friend of mine who used to write about flight sims in game magazines says there are pilot sims and plane sims. And plane sims are like DCS or IL-2 or to a lesser extent SU-27, where you really model the plane to a level that I think the world suffers. The plane is modeled, but there's not much of a world to fly that plane in. It's really boring and empty and dull. And then you have pilot sims, which model the plane a little bit less, but put you in a much more dynamic and interesting world to react to. You know what I mean? So I prefer pilot sims like this, like a lot of the micropro sims. Oh yeah, we're going to be definitely doing 1942 Pacific Air War is one of the ones we're going to do because that's my favorite World War II flight sim ever. Oh, God, why aren't we doing EF 2000? Because that might be on the cusp. I'll have to think about that one. That might be on the cusp of the era I'm trying to cover. EF 2000 might be... EF 2000 is probably one of my favorites, but... that one's tough. But yeah, I really love this pre-3D acceleration era of flight sims. So, but we should probably start seeing the tanker soon, I think. What's weird is there really isn't a place that tells you what your fuel level is. Like at all. There's no place that tells you what your there's no place that tells you what your fuel level is. So yeah, the last time I played EF 2000 I got a little frustrated because I couldn't figure out I kept running out of fuel and I couldn't figure out the mid-air refueling issue. But yeah, you know what? I might just re-add it to the list because I love EF 2000. I should just... How's that noise outside? Okay, so hang on. Let me set a reminder for myself. Let me basically set a reminder for myself that I should add EF 2000 to this list. Maybe that's what I'll use to close it out. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I said all the games we're doing. TFX. We're doing TFX, which is the precursor to EF 2000. Oh yeah, LHX Attack Chopper. I forgot we're doing that one. I love that game. Yeah, Fly the Intruder. Oh yeah, Intruder. Stunt Island. We're going to be doing that. I never played that one back in the day, but I never played Stunt Island back in the day. But it's of this era, so it works. Yeah, I got to add a couple more. We might be doing this the entire year, which I got to figure out how to still cover space games if I do this, because I keep adding games to the list. Yeah, right now we're going through August. 1, 2, 9, 10, 11. Right now we're covering. We still got 18 sims to go, and I've got more to add to the list. I'm gonna add. I forgot. I have to add Navy Strike to the list. I have to add B-17 Flying Fortress to the list. So yeah, we might be going through September with all these flight sims, as long as I continue to feel inspired to do this. I mean, yeah, I could change this on a dime and just go back to doing random indies every other day. But I'm enjoying this change of pace. I'm really enjoying this change of pace. Okay, still no tanker, and we haven't been pinged by friendlies yet. This is basically the copy protection around waypoint 1. Yeah, I too love Tornado. I'm excited about Tornado. Yeah, that's exactly what Stunt Island is. Yeah, it's exactly what Stunt Island is. I never played it back in the day because I'm like, it doesn't have guns. Why do I care? But, you know, so many people love Stunt Island. And it's on GOG, so got no reason not to. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw the news. GOG announced yesterday that they're going to refocus their efforts on older games. thank whatever gods you believe in, because I think GOG trying to be Steam Light was just a massive mistake. Just a massive mistake. Okay, we gotta speed up because we have to be at 85 power to do the review. I think that's the tanker right there. Yeah, see that little, wait, where'd it go? That little gray dot right there. That little gray dot right there, I'm pretty sure is the tanker. Let me, hang on. Yeah, Stunt Island's on GOG. Yeah, it's been there for a little while. Hang on. I really do appreciate that they let you pause this game. I mean, I wish you could still do things while you were paused, but 1991. Hang on. There it is, 32. I just want to make sure I'm doing the in-flight refueling thing correctly, because there's like with anything in this game, there's a process. Oh, Thorsten, I love the Jane's games. I own them all, IAF and everything, but you cannot get any of them to run. They will not run. Like, I've tried to get IAF to run. I've tried to get USAF to run. I've tried to get World War II fighters to run. The only Jane's game I can get to run in a modern Windows environment is Fighters Anthology, which is, I'm happy because I love Fighters Anthology. Oh my God, I love Fighters Anthology. But, you can't get Longbow 2. I mean, so many of those late Windows 99X games, like 95 and 98, will not run on a modern Windows environment. I've tried my damnedest to get IAF to run because it's such a unique game, and I think at one point, once we move into a bigger place and I have more space, I will probably build a Windows 98 machine. Like a 98 XP DOS machine, because getting some older 98.5 and 98 games to run on Windows 10 is terrible. Like I just got this. Hang on. I just got this. It's called Phoenix Deep Space Resurrection. It's a space game that was co-published by Microprose and Team 17 back in the late 90s. But it didn't make it to America. It was only available in like Germany and France and Italy. And so I actually loaded a virtual machine just to install this game the other day. I loaded it's called PCEM, which is really good actually. And I installed a Windows 98 SE instance on that, and then got to install this. It's choppy as fuck, but I got it running at least because this would not install in Windows 11 at all. And I had never heard of this game until recently because it wasn't available in America. So I had to try. It took forever to find an affordable copy. Forever. I'm sure it's not, but I at least want to try it. You know, entertaining content can be made from games that aren't good. I at least want to try it. I mean, on stream or video. I'm not going to play it by myself. Okay, so that little dot right there is very likely the tanker. So hang on. Oh, so put the pilot in radar mode. Okay. Fly toward the first waypoint. All right, so yeah, once we get close enough to waypoint 1, which is soon, we will. I will see the tanker on this, and then I'll click this button for the auto, so the autopilot links up with the tanker. So So the process is when the T shows up here, I click it and then click this for the autopilot to fly to the tanker, and then when this lights up, the ready light, I click DRS to do the linkage. Apparently. Let's speed up a little bit. So this is one of the things you got to do while you're in the pilot seat is mid-air refueling. Hang on. How close are we to... Okay, we still got a little ways to go before waypoint 1. I haven't been pinged by the transponder yet either. By the ground people. So that's the tanker right there. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. All right, hang on. So we're going to click this. And then we're going to click this. All right, and now we're locked onto the tanker for refueling. This is going to take a couple of minutes. Okay. All right, so let's see. So once we get close, the autopilot will slow us down. And then that ready light will go on, this one right up here. And then we click this. That's the weird thing. There's no fuel indicator like anywhere. Like, I don't know how much fuel I have. I have no idea right now. None. I have no idea how much fuel I have. But apparently, mid-air refueling is part of like pretty much all of these missions. Apparently. Okay, there's the tanker. So the autopilot is now linking up. Now, I'm going to link up with the tanker. Not a lot of... How many flight sims have mid-air refueling? It's not a lot. I know this does. Oh, shit. Hang on. Hang on. All right, 92. All right. Hang on. So 92 is 26. Okay. All right, we're good. All right, coming up on the tanker. So that's the game. That's the game's copy protection. Now this is altitude. That's the game's copy protection. This transponder thing. It gives you the first two numbers, and then you go to that page of the manual, and the second two numbers are in parentheses. And if you don't do it right, you will get shot down. And that's the end of your mission. So, kind of novel form of copy protection. Okay, here we go. And now... Do you remember which game that was, Jack? Okay, if you can remember, that'd be great, because I can only think of a few games. I can only think of a few games that have mid-air refueling, and there aren't many. Oh, I might not know it then, unless it was also on DOS. I did not have an Atari. I was a DOSman through and through. Birds of Prey. That was that. Oh my God. Right. That was that very early EA flight sim with like 80 aircraft in it, wasn't it? Oh my God. Oh my God. I forgot about that one. I completely forgot about that game. Oh my God. Hang on. I completely forgot about that game. From like 1992. Yes. Birds of Prey. I forgot about that one. Oh my God. How could I forget about that one? I think it's because it wasn't very good. If I'm recalling correctly. I played all these things back in the day. Ah! No, I don't want to lock onto the tanker. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay. Yeah, I remember Birds of Prey. I completely forgot about it. If I recall, I didn't think it was great. All right, now we should be back on track for waypoint 2, which is our initial point. All right, so hang on. The waypoint 2 is at 5,000 feet. Oh, okay. So, all right. That's fine, I guess. That's probably why I forgot about Birds of Prey. It wasn't very good. I remember it. I remember playing it. And I remember thinking, yeah, I have more fun with LHX Attack Chopper and Chuck Yeager's Air Combat. Yeah, I remember this one, and it wasn't very good. I should seek it out, though. I'm curious. All right. It was not very good. Okay, let's see. Video games. Wow. Okay, I'm looking it up on eBay, and wow, not even. Oh, there we go. Birds of Prey. Ah. Well. Oh, ugh. Oh my God. Wow, the price ranges for this thing are crazy on eBay. Someone wants about $50 for the boxed copy. Someone else wants with shipping it's about $50. And then Asian Big Box Edition, $400. No, we're not doing that. Okay, so far nothing on the radar. We're going down. No, okay, so far nothing on radar. We're slowly descending to our initial. Hang on. They're slowly descending to our initial point, which is right here. Yeah, right. $400 my ass. So we're slow. Okay, so let's accelerate a little bit because God, I don't know if I want to though. Like I know this one we're going to spend our entire it feels like we're going to spend the entire session today on this one mission. But and I could accelerate time, but oh God, we're in the middle of enemy territory now. Right? Oh, not yet. We're going to be in a minute, though. Okay, I guess we could accelerate time. A little bit. Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. What is that, Thorsten? Is that a role-playing game? GURPS. I think is that a role-playing game? Still nothing on radar. But we haven't flown over into a sovereign country yet. I don't know what country this is right here. Is Kuwait right here? Or is this Kuwait? I don't know. I don't know what this country is. But this is I'm pretty sure Iraq up here. But I don't know what this one is. I should look at a map. All right. Let's see. There's Iraq right there. Yeah, that's probably Kuwait. Well, at least it is now. I'm not sure what it was then, but at least it is. It probably is now. All right. Once we hit the initial point, I'll turn off. I'll turn off time compression. But yeah, that is pretty much Kuwait. But then what's all this right over here then? Like, is this also Kuwait? Then what? Like these are borders. I thought. Yeah, these are borders because it's civilian. So this should be at least part of this should be Kuwait right here. But the map was different in 1991. I don't know. Maybe it's all right. Okay. All right. Time to turn off time compression. Because now comes the fun part. Hey, Lance, good morning. Yes, 31 years. 31 years old this game is. It can vote and probably has a mountain of college debt. And might be living with its parents. Such is the reality such is this lovely capitalist reality we live in today. Okay. So now we are We're about to enter Kuwait. I don't see a link, Jack. I'm sorry. You might have to put it in the. You might have to put it in the Steam chat on Stream Chat over on Discord. YouTube can be weird about links. Wait, this is Saudi Arabia? This little bit right here is Saudi Arabia? I thought this was Saudi Arabia. And this is there it is. There's a link. See. Oh yeah, I've never heard of this one. I wonder if this is an Atari only game. No, it says DOS version right there. God, strike aces, huh? I don't remember that one. Doing. Happening. There you go. Strike aces. Browser's really there. It is. Strike aces. Oh, yes, it came out in 1989. Oh, yeah, I remember the box for that one. I never played this one. It was by Accolade, apparently. This guy. It came out on a bunch of platforms. Amiga, Amstrad, Atari, Commodore, ZX Spectrum. You guys. I never played that one. Okay. Still no targets out. So our targets are a control tower, a runway, and 3 hardened hangars. That's hard to say. Hardened hangars. I don't know why that's hard to say. Hardened hangars. My jaw hurts saying that one. Okay, nothing on this yet. Oh wait, what's this? Oh. No, that's not. We should not waste our ordnance on those things. If we're lucky, they won't see us and shoot at us. If we're lucky. Well, you could also do a little of this. Oh, no. You can also fly around them a little bit. I'm saying temporary waypoints to take us around, hopefully take us around these AA guns right here. And then once we do that, we'll go back on course. I can't see right now what year it came out, but very, very close to Starfleet 2, yeah. Hang on. We're gonna. Oh yeah, Starfleet 2 did come out in 1989. Yeah, same year. I don't know why I never played Strike Aces. I don't know why I never played Strike Aces, honestly. Maybe I didn't have a lot of faith in Accolade as a flight sim developer. I don't know. But for some reason, I never played Strike Aces. All right, just a little bit more. A little bit more. Once we get past those guns, we're gonna go back on course toward our target. A little bit more. A little bit more. No, I have played Birds of Prey. Yeah, I've played it, Jack. Or are you saying for other people? I have played Birds of Prey. I have played it. A little bit more. I just forgot about it because it wasn't very good. All right, I think we can start turning around toward our target now. What do we have here? Sure. Are you serious? Crap, come on. Shit. I was trying to avoid getting hit with these damned AA guns, and we got hit with a damned AA gun. So far, damage doesn't seem serious. Oh, never mind. What damage are we looking at? Up. God damn it, we're flying so low. How are we being scanned by enemy radar? Alright, we're about to die. Well, this is a real goat rope, wasn't it? Shame it doesn't show us on fire, because we're pretty much on fire. I thought I was flying us around all this stuff, but clearly I wasn't. I am not surprised at all. I told you guys this would happen. I'm not surprised at all. That was my own fault. I thought I was flying around the AA sites, but apparently I wasn't. That's okay. Damage to Megafortress. Everything. All right. Let's try one of the other campaign missions. Let's see. I'm not surprised. I told you that would happen. Let's see. So last time we did the Persian Gulf, let's look at Iran. Wow. Look at this crazy thing. Yeah, there are definitely similarities to this in F-19, no question. I love how the alert status of the fighters should be changed to unconscious. Oh my god. Wait, what? Wow, look at all these missions. Blind date. Bomb Iran. Oh god, what? Oh, let's blow up the Tehran International Airport. Holy. I love the names for these missions. Submarine Sandwich. Oh my god. Anchors away. Oh. Ooh, let's do this one. Jacob was yesterday asking if there was anti-ship stuff in this game, and there is. Here we go. Yeah, let's do this one. You're going to be flying over the water for a lot of it. But hopefully that makes us less of a target. Yeah, let's do this one. Wait, what? Hang on, because it's there. Okay. Yeah, you're looking, if you guys get this game, you're looking at dozens of hours of playtime, because these missions are they're kind of long. I mean, you just saw, even with time acceleration, that last mission was an hour, and that was before we even dropped one bomb. One. My father held me on a hook once. Hung me on a hook once. But yeah, here we got some anti-shipping. Here we have an anti-shipping mission. And yesterday, our good friend and podcast co-host Jacob was asking if there was anti-ship stuff in this game. We should do that. Anchors away. Oh boy. Okay, so we got in this pylon, it is lots of air-to-air stuff, except for these things. And then in this pylon, so I thought we were doing a naval group, but none of these are not air anti-ship missiles. Nice, Thorsten. Very nice. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Yeah, I thought, hang on. Yeah, we've got harpoons in this game, but apparently, even though we're about to attack a ship, a ship, I thought there are no harpoons here. Interesting. All right, well, let's do it anyway. Done. Wow, I think that was a sound effect carried over from the last game, the last mission. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Oh. All right, love you. Okay, be safe. Does Matilda look okay to you? Okay. Oh. Okay, here we go. Oh, shut it. Gain a little altitude, then we'll turn on the autopilot. Hey, cool man, good morning. And hello, Kevin. Yes, Fly the Old Dog was a great novel. I could have sworn I could click this to turn it off, but apparently not. All right, let's hit the autopilot. Slow her down a little bit. Now, where is waypoint 1? Okay, waypoint 1's over here. That's where the tanker's going to be. Okay. Speed up time a little bit. We can set this to a higher setting. The terrain avoidance computer. But I don't think we can set the ground radar. I don't think. Yeah, Red Storm Rising. The thing is, I never played the Red Storm Rising game back in the day, and the reason was, and I said this earlier, the reason was because the Hunt for Red October game that came out a few years before was so bad, it ruined me for licensed games for several years. So I never played Red Storm Rising back in the day because of that. And I regret it now because Red Storm Rising is amazing. But this I played the hell out of back in the day because it's such a unique game. Such a unique game. It's a crime you can't buy this digitally. But it is worth tracking down a copy, let me tell you. Definitely worth tracking down a copy. Just to have this on your lap. All right, so how far are we from okay, we're not too far from waypoint 1. We should be seeing the tanker shortly. Yeah, it's not, you can't buy it legally anywhere, except for eBay like I did, see. But yeah, it's not available on Steam or GOG, which is... Because the problem is the rights. Who has the rights to this? Who has the rights to this? It's 360 Pacific. Who has the rights to those properties of 360 Pacific now? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, but basically, oh, wait, hang on. Sorry. I have to do this. Okay. Yeah, so sadly, even though we don't... we know abandonware exists and we acknowledge its existence, we try not to talk about it too much because it's a very legally gray area. But yeah, who has the rights to this right now? Who the hell knows? I don't know. I have no idea who has the right to who is the current rights owner to 360. Who else? Did anyone else? Hang on. Yeah, 360 Pacific. It seems to be the only copyright holder of this game. But who owns the rights to 360 Pacific games? I have no idea. I have no idea who owns the rights to this. So I don't even know where you'd begin to get this on Steam or GOG. I have no idea. And that's the problem with a lot of these older games. Is the rights have changed hands so many times. It's just such a pain in the ass to that's why you can't get No One Lives Forever on a digital store, because the rights have changed hands like 5 times and they can't really figure out who has the rights to No One Lives Forever anymore. Plus, there's music licensing with that game. So, that's why you can't buy it digitally, because the rights are insane to figure out. That's why when GOG said they're going to refocus on older games, I'm like, thank God. 1, thank God. And 2, more power to them, because tracking down the rights holders to these old things can't be easy. It cannot be easy. And I envy anyone who has the patience and intelligence to be able to go through years of copyright information to figure out who owns the properties of 360 Pacific today. I have no idea. So yeah, the only way to buy this is on eBay, basically. It's the only way to buy this now, is on eBay. I would love it if GOG watched the streams and be like, wow, we should get Megafortress and we should get Megafortress and TFX and EF2000 and all these other great flight sims on GOG. Why a lot of these? Yeah, it's got to be something with the rights and the copyright and everything. Ah! Oh my god! As I'm sitting here talking to you guys about copyrighted abandonware, the autopilot's losing its goddamn mind. Woo! You can, yeah, cool man, you can. There's a separate part of GOG. You got to dig for it, but I wish. Yeah, if you want a new copy of this, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. This tattered old copy I got was $20. Yeah, I mean, if there's a house willing to go through the ropes to get the rights, then yeah, it's probably totally worth. I mean, System Shock's a big deal, but it makes sense for a property like Zephyr Interact. Was it Zephyr, the folks who keep hey Shaw, is it Zephyr, the folks who keep putting out the old games on Steam and whatnot? I can't remember. But yeah, there are a lot of sites, like I think archive.org and a couple of abandonware sites let you run older games in a browser plugin that's basically like running DOSBox in a browser. Ah! Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh no! Okay. All right, so now we're heading to waypoint 2, which is all the way over here. And there's a radar site here, and here, and here. We're going to have to fly through them. Let's see. So what are the altitudes for waypoint 2? Okay, waypoint 2 is 500 feet. Wait, Kevin, what are you talking about? What's not there anymore? Hey, I did figure out mid-air refueling. It worked. So now we're diving down to 500 feet. Okay, now we're going to dive down to 500 feet. And hopefully... excuse me, hopefully... ship my pants. Oh, Ziggurat. Ziggurat are the people who put all these old games on Steam. Not Zephyr, they're different people. Ziggurat, thank you. Yeah, Ziggurat has been doing a great job of bringing older games to Steam. But there's still and GOG. But there are so many more older games. And GOG is a bit weird too. Like we're going to be putting Starfleet 2 out on Steam. I've contacted GOG like 4 times to get Starfleet 2. Maybe I should contact them again now they're going to be refocusing on older games. Yes. Hang on. Set a reminder for today at 10 a.m. to email GOG about Starfleet 2 again. All right, so yeah, I might as well email them again because why not? You know. Trevor has the rights to Starfleet 2, Jack. It's his thing, and so he has the rights to his own game. Thank goodness. And it's definitely wait, Shaw Dog, that you got this on a disc back in the day, probably like this one. Probably like this one. So the manual was on the disc, and they expected you to have the manual out. Did they expect you to print the manual using a goddamn dot matrix printer back in the day to play this on disc? Well, that's dumb. You got to at least include this, or at least a pamphlet with a listing of the copy protection. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is insane. All right, let's speed up time a little bit. No, Jack. No, Jack. The Star Trek thing has been totally dealt with because they changed everything. The problem is, I don't know. GOG is very. GOG is very. They're much more bigger about curating their library than Steam is. With Steam, you could just pay $100 and put just about anything in there. And there's demand. I looked on the wish list thing. There is demand. There is demand for Starfleet 2 on GOG. So now that they're going to refocus their energies on older games, like they said, I'll contact them again. Why not? Couldn't hurt. Maybe this time they'll actually get back to me. Because we do hope to release Starfleet 2 in the next few months. We're close. We're getting closer. We're hoping June at this point. Like, all the major features have pretty much been added, I think, at this point, that Trevor wanted to add. Now it's a lot of beta testing and cleaning up of code and quality of life stuff. But yeah, we're just getting closer to getting Starfleet 2 on Steam for y'all. And I would love to see Starfleet 2 on GOG. I would love it. Love it. I would love it, but who knows? The funny thing is, Kevin, until about a year or two ago, I had an IBM Model M keyboard, like an original one from 1991. So I could have used those old overlays, like the one that came with F19 and F15, 1, 2, and 3, all those old keyboard overlays. What? Oh, God. Where? Where? All right, time to dive. Shut up. All right. I don't see any radar on here. Like, nothing. I see nothing. Yeah, that was me too. The first game I ever bought with my own money was F-19 Stealth Fighter in 1987? I think 87. Yeah. Or maybe 88. All right, so we are flying very low. We're flying at about we're flying a little over 500 feet. And so far, nothing on radar. All right, now that we're getting close, we'll turn time compression off. Oh, we do have harpoons. It's in the middle bay. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Damn it. Yeah, we got hit. It must have evaded the missile. I'm trying to find the air mines. I don't remember where they are. Oh, there they are. Yeah, this thing doesn't have a tail gun. It launches air mines that are big flak things that launch and can hit things within a 2-mile radius behind the aircraft. Great. How are we being scanned at 500 feet? Close to our targets. I just can't attack anything. Yeah, right? I can't attack. I'm apparently... Oh no! We got hit! Yeah, attack is out. Yeah, I did say that. Ah! The sky is becoming the ground! Up is down! Cats and dogs living together! I do swear I used to be better at this. Look at all those missiles in the air. Yeah, we're not going to make it, obviously. We're not going to make it. Ow, ow, ow. How are we still alive? We're out of chaff. We're almost out of flares. Yeah, it's a very hard game. It is a very hard game. I'm still trying to do something to my targets here. Maybe I can crash into them. I'm still alive. I have no idea. I've been hit by what? 8 missiles? Yeah, I've been hit by 8 missiles. Oh, no power. Yeah, how am I still alive right now? How am I still alive? How am I still alive? I don't understand this. Because, oh, so we crashed. It wasn't the 800 missiles we got hit with. It's because we crashed. Oh, yeah, this game is hard. Hey, we destroyed a MiG, though. Look at that. We killed a MiG. There must have been more than one MiG. That was probably what it was. There's probably multiple MiGs, and I only targeted one. So, hey, we killed a MiG. Still have pixels in the health bar. Oh, man. Yeah, this game is balls hard. It is hard as crap, but that's what games were like back then. I'm not surprised. It's funny more than anything else. This game is definitely worth seeking out if you have an interest in the genre, because again, there are no other games like this. There really aren't. I mean, there are other bomber games, but there really isn't a modern bomber game that deals with, modern weapons, electronic warfare, that kind of stuff. There really isn't another game like this. So this is very unique. Is 1 MiG per Megafortress a good exchange rate? Absolutely not. So yeah, if you have any interest in flight sims at all, this is definitely one to seek out. And again, see if I can find it. The way I got this, which was very nice, was on eBay. There's a seller on eBay. Let me see if I can find him. There's a seller on eBay that for $20, he will give you an installation CD as well as the original media. This is why I love this guy. He gives you the original media as well as an installation CD, which installs DOSBox and everything for you. It makes it very easy to run these games. And that's how I'm playing it today. So yeah, there it is. For $20, you too can own Megafortress. It's a great game. There's nothing else like this. There's absolutely nothing else like this. If you have any interest in the genre, it is definitely worth seeking this out. Just because it's so different. Like, it doesn't use a joystick at all. It's all the arrow keys and the mouse. It is entirely mouse and keyboard. You know, which is again unheard of. Even back in the day, that was unheard of. So yeah, I can't. Yeah, bomber games are also a bit rare, but there are definitely more World War II bomber games, like the two B-17 games from Microprose, and the third one they're about to put out. But yeah, this game is really unique. And like I said, if you have any interest in the genre, it's definitely worth seeking this out. So tomorrow we're going to return to Yakuza for our usual Friday fun. And we might do Far Cry. We might do Circle Empire's Tactics. We have to look at Circle Empire's Tactics. But we're going to do 2 streams tomorrow. And then Monday we're going to return to Starfleet 2, and then next week's sim is called Air Power. It's by Rowan, and apparently it was really good. Apparently it was really, really good. That's good. I mean, there's no point in starting a new mission now. I mean, what's the point? But yeah, I might return to this at some point. This is such a unique game. Or I might just play it on my own to see if I can get better at it. I think I'll do that. I think what I need to do is on my own time do all the trading missions and actually succeed at them. But my friends, I will see you back here tomorrow for some Yakuza. Have a great day. Be safe, be well. Please take care of each other. And if you can and haven't already, please get vaccinated. Have a great day, everyone. Be safe. Stay